Computer science. Functions are predefined formulae that are available in Star Office Calc. To select a function, go to Insert menu and select the function option. The function wizard dialog box appears. A list of all functions is displayed in the function box when all is selected in the category box. If a category is selected, the functions related to that category alone will be displayed in the function box. To select a function, select the category in the category box, scroll down the list to find the function you want. Click once on the function name to see a short description of that function on the right side of the window. Double click on it to insert it into the worksheet. The function wizard shortcut icon on the formula bar can also be used to select and insert functions. For example, to insert the seniorPmme function, place the cursor in the cell where you want to insert the function and click on the function wizard icon. Select mathematical from category. Select the seniorPmme function from the list of functions which appears by double clicking on it. Enter the number 64. When you click on OK, the result is displayed in the cell in the worksheet. One of the most commonly used functions is the sum function. This function calculates the sum of a given set of numbers. To use this function, you can either click on the function wizard icon or select sum, or you can just click on the sum icon on the formula bar. Star Office Calc suggests a range of cells for which a sum is to be calculated. Press enter to accept this suggested range, or press the backspace key and type in the range that you want. For example, in the marks worksheet, to calculate the total marks in cell G3, follow the steps given below. Click on the cell G3 to place the cursor there. Click on the CERN icon, the functions bar. sum C3 semicolon F3 appears in the cell. Press enter to accept the suggested range. The result is displayed in the cell G3. Different database types. The database can be classified as follows. 1. Flat file database. 2. Relational database. 3. Hierarchical database. 4. Network database. 5. Object oriented database. Flat file database. A database file that consists of a single data table is a flat file database. Flat file database can quite useful for certain single user or small group situations, especially for maintaining lists such as address lists or inventories. Data that is stored, managed and manipulated in spreadsheet is another example of a flat file database. Relational database. A relational structure represents a database made up of a set of related tables. In a relational database, one or more common fields existing in two or more tables create a relationship between these tables. The common field or fields are called the keys. A primary key is a key that uniquely identifies a record in a database table. In relational databases, a primary key can consist of one or more fields. Hierarchical database. The hierarchical database structures were primarily used on mainframe computers. In hierarchical databases, records are organized in a tree-like structure by type. The relationship between record types is said to be a parent-child relationship in which any child type relates only to a single parent type. Network database. The network database is very similar to the hierarchical structure, except that any one record type can relate to any number of other record types. Object-oriented database. The object-oriented structure groups data, items and their associated characteristics, attributes and procedures into complex items called objects. An object is defined by its characteristics, attributes and procedures. An object characteristics can be text, sound, graphics and video. Example of attributes might be color, size, style, quantity and price. A procedure refers to the processing or handling that can be associated to the object. Rules for overloading operators. 1. Only existing operators can be overloaded. New operators cannot be created. 2. The overloaded operator must have at least one operand of user-defined type. 3. The basic definition of an operator cannot be replaced, or in other words, one cannot redefine the function of an operator. One can give additional functions to an operator. Overloaded operators behave in the same way as the basic operators in terms of their operands. When binary operators are overloaded, the left-hand object must be an object of the relevant class. Binary operators overloaded through a member function take one explicit argument.